This video is sponsored by THQ Nordic. Click the link in the description to find out more and get the game. Do you like crusades? Do you like to feel like you're the good guy while terrorizing foreign lands? Well, you've come to the right place, because the Valiant is another level of squad-based RTS, heading through campaigns, multiplayer battles, and much, much more. Should I actually play the game instead of just shilling? Me and my men start with an intense opening. Friends are under attack by bandits, not the dastardly trebuchets. We're gonna need them later for launching Frenchmen. Commanding troops is pretty easy here. Left click and drag, right click to move, or an attack kind of thing. Every troop has their own special ability, whether it's extra attacks or restoring fortitude, I guess armor, or increasing attack damage. Waves and waves of enemies come onto us as we stand strong with our men. I'll hold the line and, like me on a Thursday evening, beat them into oblivion. These Templar lads really seem to be into Jesus in a big way. I'm not entirely sure why, but hey, it seems to be getting them through the waves of enemies pretty well. Enemies approach from different angles, sneaking through the grass and try to surprise me. How dare they? Once destroyed, we take the fight to them. They're coming through smuggling tunnels. Kill the enemies nearby and burn them to the ground before you can say Notre Dame. Enemies continue to pour out the cave like Skaven on a honeymoon, but once again we slice and dice and slice again. Every now and then I notice there's a few misclicks, you know, when I'm trying to select troops and the hitbox sometimes doesn't register, but that's only happened once or twice, but I thought it was something worth noting. But it's now time to attack the breach. Enemies sally forth and we fight them back time and time again. I rush forward with my men, instantly regretting it and having to rethink my life choices. Why did we dare assault at this time of the year? The enemies send in heavier lads, bigger armor, bigger weapons, and like a middle-aged woman on a night out, they are armed with mace. We break through the enemy lines into the broken breach and capture the fort. Dead bodies lie everywhere, smelling like the crusty sock on my floor. Yet we make it through. Now heading to the other side of this fort to investigate the Trail of the Dead. Oh my god, it's an ambush! Jesus Christ, save us! There's so many of them! Ability after ability. I had to do what I could to help my men survive, but it was gonna be a rough one. This campaign started off so easy, but now feels harder than R. Kelly at Wacky Warehouse. But we fight and fight until we can fight no more, making it to some ruins and... oh. Mission accomplished, lads. We did it. Good. It's getting pretty hard, but we got there. Brilliant. Got some medals, of course, some achievements. That's what I like to see. Upgrading my lads. Hell yeah. Some RPG elements. I don't mind if I do. Thanks. Monty Python makes it onto the scene as they shout down from the battlements. Something about swallows, I think, but oh my god, he's been blown up and he's been decimated by balls. Okay, well, at least we now have a camp. We can replenish our troops, heal them back up. Nice, I like the sound of that. Bandits start to roll into the fort and we are now the defensive party. The oncoming attacks are beefy as hell, but we charge them down nonetheless. We now have archers on our side to help us, firing volleys into the backs of our enemies. I really love the charge ability that the infantry have. It makes lads fall over as they get pelted whilst on the floor, like a bully stealing their sandwiches. Have at that. Get him. Take him down, boys. Enemies start to pour in all sides and my flanks are starting to feel a bit insecure, but don't worry, I did my morning prayers today, so I know God will defend my rear. Our men take a pounding. And some have to pull off the front line to go heal up, yet we manage to take the skirmish to a victory after a long, brutal brawl. We can now actually just sit back a little bit, heal up our troops, even recruit some swordsmen from the camp. Hell yeah. This lad called Salim brings me some water in a jug. Don't know why, but I appreciate it. Thank you, good sir. Your liquids will be used wisely. Who's that strange man in the door behind him? What is it? Oh, he's got a wife. Never mind, take him off the list. We tell Salim that we're not here to conquer, it's for the people's own good. Actually, think about that, kind of sounds like gaslighting 101, but hey-ho, at least we can mark this holiday up as a business expense.
Hands. Are we the baddies?
My new swordsmen now have a cool knockdown ability with their maces, making enemies roll around screaming while we jump onto their unconscious bodies. Oh, look, we can recruit spearmen as well. They can even throw their spears like javelin. Oh yeah, that might come in handy later. We now move out on the offensive, and I don't mean shouting racial slurs, I mean we're there to attack the enemy now. What is this? Ulrich's running away. Mate, where are you going, son? We need you. He's off. one of our main commanders decided to leave the party. I'm not entirely sure, but I guess we gotta go and find him now. Like Jerry and Kate McCann, we begin the search. Enemy after enemy squad ambush them. We fight them off time after time, but it is a rough battle. Yet no closer do the enemy get to victory. They know that we have the red crosses on our shields. We have God on our side. We're going to Deus Vault them into oblivion if they're not careful. We take camp after camp, making sure we heal up our troops on the way, and oh, look at that. Ulrich, mate. Why did you run off, mate? What's going on? He tells us he's found the final camp. So we replenish our troops and get ready for the big battle. Swordsmen, spearmen, archers. Let's regroup, lads. Hidey, hidey. But we've been spotted. Quick, charge. In we go. Swinging and shouting. Men falling every which way, and the enemy are starting to put up a real good struggle here. Every time we deplete a unit, they go and heal it at the camp. Oh boy, we really should take them. After hours and hours of fighting, or about 2 minutes, we managed to take them down, and the enemy leader falls to the ground in agony. He looks a bit sad. I feel a little bit guilty, but hey, we unlocked some cool gear. Wow, another mission complete. It now opens up to this full campaign where we can see every single mission we've got ahead of us or behind us. Look, we fought in the deserts. It's time to go to some more greenery. Marching down the road, we find dead bodies. Quick, another ambush. Quick, get your archers into firing mode. Oh no, our archers have been charged. It's all right. We killed them. Don't worry, guys. We managed it. We make our way to a fort where some villagers are being attacked by the enemy. We've got to go and save them. They've got pitchforks, but we've got Deus Vault. And hell, we're going to use it wisely. Chopping man after man, slicing through the enemy, saving the villagers, because once again, we are freedom fighters. We are not the bad guys here, I think. Hey, we found some gear on the floor. What are these? Some boots? Ooh, nice. A new bow? Oh, some throwing axes. I don't mind if I do. We actually then, after the mission, decide to equip them to our units, because once again, this is kind of a cool RPG at the same time as being an RTS. We then unlock cavalry, being able to charge down the enemy from afar, and the battles get trickier and trickier. More and more enemies pour in as massive armies start to hone in on our location. We now have to defend the fort as waves of enemies come in to try and kill the villagers, but we've got to give them more time. Slicing and dicing, we can do this, lads. Oh, that's a big enemy army. Well, I guess we better retreat over the bridge. But do not fear. We have much more liberating to do in the future. Yet for now, I am safe in the knowledge that I am, like Ulrich here, a man of God. God has given me these powers to liberate these people, and I am still the hero of this story. Right? Yep. I'm not the bad guy, right? We're the... Oh. Link in the description to check out the Valiant now.